If I could wish upon a star, it'll be where you are. No matter wrong or right, I'm gonna ride for mine. If I could kiss upon your lips.
Top of the morning, Bossy gang. Well, it's really the afternoon. I did make it to class and I did make it to my destination, but unfortunately the room that I was booking, something happened with it. But thank God I got amazing friends, or an amazing friend I should say, because I don't have too many friends, but the few I do have I consider them family, and that's why I don't call them friends. But yeah, I was supposed to do a closing video. Ain't that about a bitch? This fuck ass crack is turned around. Let me roll my windows down. But I was supposed to do a video when I got to the hotel, but unfortunately I didn't make it to the hotel. So I ended up staying at my friend's house last night, and I just took a shower, went to sleep, because the hotel I was supposed to stay at was way in Homestead, and I drove way to Homestead just to have to drive all the way back to freaking Broward. So yeah, that was annoying. And I was not tired, but I was a little overwhelmed because I had received some news while I was on the road, and I won't go into too many details right now, because I just learned, like, in life, you're gonna go through some unexpected turns. I believe the test in the situation is how you're gonna react, because we don't have control over what happens in life always, but we do have control over our actions. And breaking down and letting the world stop, well, your world stop, because of a situation is not going to change the situation. It's really going to make the situation worse, and it's going to delay what's coming. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just at a point in my life, I have experienced so much trauma that I'm kind of I don't want to use the word that I'm used to it, because you should never get used to trauma, but I've learned to understand, like, bro, you have no control over this. What are you gonna do? I want so much out of the world, and I expect the world to give me back so much, and then I have to realize that the world don't owe me nothing. The world owes me absolutely nothing. And if I sit here and I try to convince myself that the world owes me something, I'm only hurting myself and those around me, because I'm expecting so much from everybody, and that will cause you to lash out. That will cause you to react in ways that you're not used to. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to have a little breakdown, scream, yell, do whatever you're gonna do. But get back to reality, because at the end of the day, our plans may not be God's plans, and that's what we have to realize. You can make plans for something, but that may not be the plans that God have for you. You know what I'm saying? That may not be the plans that God have for you. And I'm at a point in my life now, I just understand things so much differently, and I see things so much clearer, that I know that God has not only a calling over my life, but he has something so special for me and mine. And we suffered long enough, but he will also still continue to test you. Life is full of tests. Life is full of changes. So never forget that. Never lose sight of the vision. Never lose sight of destiny. Never lose sight of what it is that you're actually here to do. Don't miss your mark. I heard Nunu say she doesn't want to miss her mark. I can't think of her real name right now, but y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. And she was just saying, like, she just don't want to miss her mark, whatever that is, whatever God has for her. She just doesn't want to miss that. And I promise you, that's how I feel. Like, I just want to be successful And not the success that I think, but the success that God has for me and my family to be reunited under our own roof, under our own rules and regulations and dreams and goals and daily routines and activities. Like, that's all I want. And in order to get there, I gotta allow God to do that, because maybe I have to go through the things that I go through so that I never forget to pray, that I never forget to be humble, I never forget to remind not only myself but those around me that with patience comes prosperity. Not just prosperity, but with patience comes so much greater, because when you rush something, it's bound to get messed up anyway. You ever notice, like, when you do a project at the last minute, or not just a project, but when you do planning at the last minute, it doesn't necessarily go the way that you expected, because proper planning. There's not one big event or big party or big anything that happened and it wasn't proper planning. There's not one big something that happened or that was accomplished and it wasn't a mess up or a mishap. That's what we be messed up in the world. We think everything's just gonna go perfect and it's just gonna go the way that we want it. And then once life doesn't go that way, we just act like everything falling apart. No, that's just a stumbling block to see how you're gonna react to something. And it's not that God, and that's the thing, God will prepare you, because you start feeling some type of way. You start getting that urge that, dang, I shouldn't go out, or I shouldn't do this, or I shouldn't talk to this person, or I shouldn't meet with that person. You start getting those signs, but then you start ignoring it because you knew this person for 7 years, or you knew this person for a couple months, and that person would never do this, or that could never happen because that's never happened before. You start putting all those things in place, and God been warning you, like, don't go that way. Prime example, when my car got repoed last year, I kept trying to go to this burger spot. I kept trying to go there. It was a healthy spot, trying to support my friend, and I loved eating there. So I'm just like, I need to go there. That whole week I kept getting detoured. But here comes the day, I'm like, I'm going today. I don't care what. I don't care what. Went detoured and was fighting to keep my car. And at first, I wanted to scream and cry, but the only thing I could do was praise God in that moment and just thank God, because He had been warning me. Why would I not take heed to the signs? And how can I not scream and cry and say, why is this happening, when I got the warning signs? I just wasn't paying attention because I didn't think. That's what it is. That's why when they say crossing every T, dot every I, that's what they mean. Make sure you don't miss the beat. Make sure you understand what you're getting yourself into before you get yourself into it. Right where I'm at right now, I got into an accident in another car on the same highway, only on the other side, 2 exits up. And I'm still here to talk about it. And guess what? I was in a rush that night. I just learned you can't be in a rush for nothing. Like, yes, I want my man to come home, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want my man to come home. I'm amped up, ready. But I know that I have not did everything that I wanted to do or needed to do before he came home. I just haven't. So why would I rush the process when I know that everything is not in place? And that's with anything in life that you do. Why would you rush the process and everything not in place? Why would you try to release the business and everything not in place? All your flyers not ready, your launch date not ready, your logo not ready, your nothing is ready. I learned from every situation. That's why I speak on it now. I learned from every trial and tribulation. That's why I speak on it now. And I'm just at the point in my life that I hope and I pray that I can change at least one life. I hope that, I pray that somebody listens to me and that they will realize you don't have to take those wrong turns and those left turns when you could have made it right, just to see what's going to happen. When I'm warning you that God doesn't destroy the city without a warning, and destruction doesn't come without warning. And everything that happens, you're warned multiple times before God just, all right, let me let him see for herself. Let me let her see for herself. And sometimes you're not going to understand. That's why it's okay to cry. It's okay to talk to God. okay to do all of that. But what's not okay is for your whole world to stop for something that you were pre-warned about. That's not okay. It's not okay. And I'm speaking on this because I'm a little delayed. I'm supposed to went to the gym since 9 o'clock this morning. 8. I've been up since 6:30 because I made sure my kids was on the bus. I was tossing and turning, waiting for a phone call. And then I went from tossing and turning to getting that phone call, and my whole world just, it felt like everything was moving so much faster than me. It felt like I was really not in control, and I hate that feeling. But I've learned I'm never really in control, and that's what I had to accept today. I ain't never been in control. And what I thought I was in control about, and I was not in control. And that's what God is trying to teach us all. You ain't never in control of waking up, walking, talking, none of that. You never in control. God gives us the ability to have these privileges, to do these things. And we take advantage of them. We take advantage when He make a way, and then, or we pray about something and then we just throw our hands up with it and forget to pray the next day. We make decisions and God didn't even tell us to make that decision. Like, somebody been telling me to invest in something called crypto. Now, mind you, I was like, they explained it to me. I'm like, I don't need that. Then I was convinced I do need that. Then I just started praying about it. Like, well, why do I need that? Did God really tell me I need that? I know my vision. I know my plan. Crypto ain't a part of that. So just because everybody's seeing like that's what they making money doing, or just because somebody's seeing like that's what is meant for you to do or for them to do, that don't mean it was meant for you to do it. That doesn't mean it was meant for you to get involved. Just because your friend go over there and get into a fight, and say for example she's not outnumbered, it's just her and they want her to get her one-on-one. That don't mean for you to get out, well, she gonna get her one, I need my one. That does not mean that. It doesn't always mean, you gotta grow the fuck up someday. And sometimes you have to realize that the decisions that you make, in the end, you are the one that have to answer to. In the end, you are the one that are being held accountable and being responsible for your actions. So that's what you have to understand. Every freaking thing you do has a consequence, good or bad. Good or bad. And that's the problem with us today. We want to do bad and good and just reap all the good benefits. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. Because one thing about it, what goes around comes around, and if you don't get caught that time, you're gonna get caught the next time. That's why I just stay to myself. I stay out the way, I stay out the mix, and I don't surround myself with certain people. Yeah, I want to hang with this one, I want to see that one, don't get me wrong. But then I realized, like, what is gonna happen when I go around this person? What is the common denominator when I go around this person? How is this benefiting me or added to me because I'm going around this person? That's what you gotta always think about. And when you have a plan, you gotta stick to that plan. Even if something comes to distract you, get distracted, but get back to business. And the reason I say get distracted, because we don't always have control of it. Our emotions, we don't always have control over how we want to react. Sometimes we just react, and we don't realize that we're reacting in a way that can harm not only ourselves but those around us. And I'm just thankful that I could be the voice of these type of situations, because there was a point in time I felt like nobody understood me. I even was crying today, and I was just like, why do I talk and people don't even want to listen? My message and my heart and my purpose is so much bigger than people's eyes can even see, because they're not willing and ready to see it. They've been working in their businesses and their facilities for over 30 years, 10 years, 14 years. They've been living, this is their life. Who the hell am I to come in their space, their home, and tell them how to run it? That's how people think about stuff. You gotta think about it like that. Like, who the hell am I to come in somebody's home? I don't want nobody to come in my home and tell me how to clean my house or clean my dishes or do this or do that. I don't want nobody to do that. So how I feel comfortable going to somebody else's house and and telling them how to run their business, how to run their establishment. And it's not that I can't make the changes that I want to see. I have to become the change that I want to see so that I can be heard. Yelling and screaming about it and forcing it is not ever going to change the situation. And I learned that. And sometimes we fight. We'll be so busy saying, I'm a fighter. And we be fighting the wrong battles. But I could guarantee you those situations come around and repeat themselves to see how you're going to react. What's going to be your next step? What's going to be your next move? When I got that phone call yesterday, I just kept saying, well, what's next? I didn't understand why I kept saying that, because Aaron was like, well, why you not mad? You taking it so easy. It's just like, because I know God, bro. I know that can't nothing happen unless God allowed it to happen. And whatever reason he allowed it to happen, I might not see it right now, but eventually it's going to reveal itself. And when it does reveal itself, I know that I'm going to be happy in the end. And even if I'm not happy with how it happened or how it went down, I know the end result is what's going to be the best result for me. And if God allowed that to be a part of my journey, that it's got to be a lesson in it, even if it's good or bad. That's one thing I've learned about life, good or bad. And I came to Miami not only give me some money, give me some coins, because I'm not about to let anybody play my coins, but I came here to do something, not only for me, but for my kids. I came here to do something and let it be known I did it. And I want that statement to always be remembered, not only now but forevermore, and more to come and to grow. And I'm just thankful that I've experienced and endured, because I see a lot of these people that get on here and they talk, and I've had some people tell me, oh, how you do this and do that and do this and that and this and that. Because what you don't understand is I'm not one of those people that's about to let you box me in. Oh, I can only talk about relationship problems because that's what I'm good at. I can only talk about financial issues because that's what I'm good at. I can only tell you how to be a business owner or an artist because that's what I'm good at. I'm not going to let you do that to me. I'm an amazing individual and I'm great at a lot of things. I'm great at a lot of things. And it's going to show. And it's going to show in all the right ways, because what people don't understand about being a public speaker, a motivational speaker, it's not about just sticking to a topic and owning that topic. It's about speaking the truth no matter what tries to get in the way, and standing on that, whether somebody agrees or not. It's about, when you're a business owner, it's not just about owning the LLC. Your credit has to be amazing. Your people skills have to be amazing. Your money managing skills have to be amazing. You don't have to understand how, when inventory is not selling, how to switch it up. When this is not going, change the marketing. When this is not working, you have to know all of those things, and that's a part of who I am. I'm a teacher. I'm a leader, and there's so much that comes with me, and I'm not going to just give you a teaspoon. I'm going to give you the full course meal. That's the difference between me and everybody else. People want to give you a little bit and not tell you what all come with it. You ever took a class and then at the end of the class they be like, oh, well, you still got to do this. You're like, well, damn, why you didn't tell me that in the beginning? I could have knocked both of them at the same time. Or you ever went to go get a license or something and then they be like, oh, you got to do this, and that. Then you do all of that and it's another little thing. You're like, well, dang, why you didn't just tell me so I could have did da-da-da-da-da. It's the same thing with becoming a business owner. It's the same thing with becoming a public figure, an artist. So much comes with being an artist. When you're an artist, you are a brand in a business. You are a brand in a business. You gotta sell. People have to want to buy you, the song, the look, the image. They have to want to buy that. And if they don't want to buy that, you're useless. And if you're useless in the music industry, so what is next now? I got so much in me. I could sing, I could dance, I could do this, I could do that. Now I could act. But when it comes to acting, you need to know how to read and audition and still manage money, and still manage time and space and energy, and all these things come with it. And that's what people don't understand. They always trying to limit and box, and that's what's wrong with the world today. I had a conversation this morning with somebody, and it was just so funny because I realized that this world's so stuck in their ways. They don't give a crap what's really going on. They don't care. I've been doing this so long, I know what's going on. Not realizing you don't know shit. You don't know a damn thing. You don't know a damn thing. You think you know. You thought you knew. Newsflash, you don't. You have no fucking clue of what's really going on out here. Because you don't care to have a clue. And a lot of these people I put in position, I made a video about this before, is a lot of people in these facilities and in these jobs and management and all this stuff, and they don't even have a clue of what they really doing. They just won the spot by coincidence, and ever since they just been playing a role because it pays good. And when you got a person that's dealing like that, and you think a certain way, you can't force the way that you see or vision things from people. You gotta wait until that time comes when God allows you to present it. And instead of having so much anger in your heart and trying to force people to believe in you, and force people to believe in your vision, and force people to make this change and do that, you just gotta pray on it and let time do its job, and let time tell what's really gonna happen. Because I know I'm gonna be a billionaire. I don't know what direction or what angle or what direction or angle it's gonna come, but I do know that it's gonna come. I know my businesses are gonna be all over the world. I know that my music is gonna sell out. I know that I'm gonna go 50 times platinum. I know that I'm gonna be on 100 billboards for over 100 weeks. I know this. Do I know the way and what day and what angle it's gonna come? No, but I speak life over my life no matter what's going on and what happened an hour ago. I've learned to shift my energy and not stay in a certain place. Take a shower, wash my face, get out that house. I learned that when God put you in a position that you've been praying and praying and praying, and He put you in that position, and then something else happened, oh, that means God got something better. That means that wasn't the right thing. That's how I learned to think. Because if I didn't, I'd be lost in this world. I'd be underwater right now as we speak. Under dirt, probably, because I probably would have took my own life just because I wasn't getting my way and I wasn't understanding why things wasn't going my way. And I'm just thankful that I went through all of those things to be able to tell you today, be patient with your journey. And if something took a shift, it took a shift because that means God got something greater. If you didn't get that job, it's because God got something greater. If you didn't get that car, it's because God got something greater. If you didn't get whatever it was, that means God got something greater. He's just waiting on you to move out the way and let Him do Him. One thing you gotta do is trust God, even when it looks crazy, scary. Trust Him, and stop telling people your business, your movements. I'm a very open person, but I've learned it's okay to be open, but there's certain things I can't say because there's some people that are waiting for me to do that, so they can, oh, there she go. I make sure that don't happen. Pray. And they pray to their gods and their demons and their spirits, and it causes trouble and drama. Slow down. Take a deep breath. I've been using a treadmill lately. And the treadmill just been giving me so much mind control over my body, and not only my body, but my bones and mind. Because a lot of times we be thinking that, dang, I'm in pain, I'm in this wrong, that wrong. It be because our mind is jacked up. And that's what really be wrong. Because our mind's so jacked up, everything else getting jacked up. So take it slow. Take a deep breath. Start working out, drinking your water. Take your self-care days, even when they don't go as planned. Keep it going, keep it pushing. Today gonna be even greater. The news gonna get even greater. The money gonna get even longer. The business is gonna get even better. And you just speak life over your life, over your businesses, over your kids, over everything. Just don't live in the past. Don't dwell on it. Because one thing I can tell you, and I can reassure you, God will always come through and see you through. Y'all be blessed. Welcome to BossydollWorld. And it's so much to come because I'm definitely in my city. And I'm booked tomorrow for a boat party, so I will be lit. I'm going to drop this video for y'all today. y'all a little update because I haven't really been posting because I was just so in my own world. And that's what I was saying. I was so in my own world that I didn't even post. I didn't even vlog my journey down here because I was just in my own world and in peace. And when I got that call, like, it's like I couldn't even react because I was such at peace. Yesterday wasn't in my control. The day before wasn't in my control. The day before that wasn't in my control. So how can I react that way today? Not gonna do it. And I just want you to have that same energy going into the rest of this year, going into 2023. Whatever you have no control over, give it to God. He will take full control, and He will give you peace, comfort, and He will carry you throughout the rest of your journey. I promise. God be blessed. Welcome to a Bossy Doll World. It's about to get lit in Miami. I love y'all boys. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on that notification button. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all the above, Snapchat. Make sure y'all get into it. The Face to Miami or Billionaire Baby. You will definitely be able to find me on all major platforms. Baby Boss. I love y'all boys. Welcome to a Bossy Doll World.
They gon' spray that goofy ass bitch on the low, that's for sure. You ain't shit but a hoe.